welcome back to Everlasting Summer. We're just gonna jump into it before we all die. I won't tell you why we'll die, we'll just die. I hadn't expected this outcome. My cheeks turned red and hot. My breath was taken away and I could barely say anything. The whole situation didn't favor conversation, which was probably for the best, since I doubt I would be able to say anything smart. Slowly we headed into the grove. In a couple of moments I regained some control of myself. Come on, there's really nothing to be afraid of. We came here during the day gathering some strawberries. No big deal, just a normal birch grove. It's really nice here during the day, I added after a short pause. Elsa didn't look at me, she was staring somewhere into the distance. Well, it's up to you after all. A few moments later she pointed somewhere in front of us.
Here she is.
Peered into darkness, but could barely see anything. Oh, she's crying. Oh no, Lena, no, don't cry. When we came closer, we saw Lena sitting beside a tree. She was crying.
Why have you come here?
She asked tearfully.
And you?
She looked at Alyssa, but didn't finish the sentence. That moment, Alyssa released my hand. Well, you see.
I just wanted to apologize for being somewhat harsh and rude.
Alyssa interrupted me. Her voice had regained that usual arrogance of hers. Maybe it's because she didn't want to look weak in front of
What a perfect apology. Not walking the walk, are you? How clever of you to insist that I'm doing a bad thing and then do that same thing yourself.
And I switched to shouting uncontrollably. Oh.
You got it all wrong. I get what I've seen.
You see, girls, you're arguing again, and I seem to be somehow involved in all that, but I don't understand a thing.
Explain it to him.
And then I said to Alyssa with a grin.
There's nothing to explain. Well, maybe you will let me have a try then. Whatever.
She crossed her arms over her chest and turned away.
Oh, then, Semyon. She blamed me for pursuing you.
For a minute, there was a complete silence. Lena didn't look like explaining any further, and as for me, I stood still trying to assemble the scattered pieces of the puzzle into a whole. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. It's not like that. That's not what I meant.
Interrupted Melissa.
Of course. You've always been like this.
Lena burst into tears again. Oh no, Lena, don't. Wait, how come? So, Lena likes me? Ooh.
And you? What about you? You're trying to convince me that it's all wrong while you're holding his hand.
What? So Alyssa likes me too? What the fuck? Oh, come on. Alyssa actually liking someone? This can't be happening.
It's just, it was dark in here and... That's so much like you. Always so arrogant, always trying to control others, but when it comes to yourself...
Alyssa didn't answer. I really felt like I had to say something to defuse the situation. Hey, wait. Perhaps we just got it all wrong.
This has nothing to do with you.
Alyssa's voice was oddly distant. Judging by the conversation, this has everything to do with me.
Yes, it does. Ask her what she thinks of you and why she told me not to go after you.
I don't think Elena was actually going after me.
I'm telling you once again, We heard enough of your story already.
Lena shot up and ran away into the darkness, stood nailed to the spot, not sure what to do next. If I followed Lena now, what would I say when I found her? After all, I don't even understand what this is all about. My cluelessness and silly attempts to console her would only upset her more. Guess we'd better let her be alone for some time. That doesn't sound very confident.
Whatever.
Without another word, Alyssa headed back to the boat. Whee! The whole way across the river to the pier was a hell of a trip. I had to stop every 10 or 20 meters to take a break. Alyssa was staring at the river and didn't pay any attention to me. Well, this seems to be the first situation here in the camp that is completely beyond my comprehension. even though ultimately it is just a trivial everyday situation. I wasn't this confused even during the all-night expedition to Three Old Camp. After all, if you have a closer look, there isn't anything strange here at all. Luna is a very shy and perhaps even introverted person, yet she's human and can't completely avoid normal human developments. Considering that, her reaction fits the situation quite well. Even if I don't get the source of the quarrel, it's clear as day that the girls would not behave like that if they didn't have a good reason. And as things are standing, I was that reason. And that's the strangest part of the whole situation. Hey, I'm sorry it went that way. If only I hadn't overheard your conversation. Seems like I was feeling a pathological need to excuse myself.
It's not your fault at all.
She said absent-mindedly.
It's just that you appeared in the right place at the right time and restarted a mechanism that had stood still for a long time.
I don't quite get it.
Of course you don't. And actually you shouldn't right now. You'll get it later.
She cast an intense glance at me. Damn it! Why does this always happen to me? Both at school and college. College does not have a D in it, but I can get where you would get that from. But it doesn't have a D in it. Trouble seems to have chosen me as its primary target. Someone blocked the classroom's door with a mop. I got a written reprimand in my mark book. There was a fight. All things considered, I must have started it. Failed an exam? Well, of course it's my fault, and the teacher who hates me has nothing to do with it. Even my parents always seem to prefer blaming me rather than unfavorable circumstances, a third party's involvement, or the decrees of Providence. At some point, I even started to believe that I somehow do attract trouble. Remember Murphy's Law? In my case, it was like, if something nasty is gonna happen, it's gonna happen to me. For that reason, I always tried to stay out of any trouble where I could become the whipping boy. Well, judging by today, I'm not really good at it.
It seems like you've got an aura of some sort. You do attract attention.
Surprised I looked at Lessa. She was smiling. Looks like she can read my mind. Trouble mostly.
Who knows? Who knows?
She said dreamily and stared at the river.
It's a wonderful night, isn't it?
Just like any other one, if you ask me. I felt used up.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Just an ordinary night, nothing special, the best moment to make our most admirable camp leader really happy. She has to know that her favorite pioneer is a nasty pervert who enjoys speaking at naked girls.
Something snapped inside me again. You aren't serious, are you?
Why, of course I'm serious.
She didn't look like she was joking at all. Well, suit yourself, but do you really think this is the best time to do that?
Aren't you supposed to row?
I realized that her boat was still drifting in the river. Wait, don't dodge my question.
Let's get back to the camp. I'll have a moment to think it over.
Getting to spend an entire night in a boat wasn't something I would aspire to, so I had to apply myself to the paddles. We barely made it to the pier. I was exhausted, both because of the rowing and because of Alyssa's intent to tell Olga Dmitrievna about this morning's incident. If I know our camp leader, her reaction will be quite predictable. So, you are actually going to visit Olga Dmitrievna, are you?
Why not?
She gave me her most roguish smile. It's night after all. She must be sleeping already.
Who knows, she might well be awake.
Come on, you know full well it was a coincidence. A simple misunderstanding triggered by Ulyana.
No, I don't.
She flung her arms up and headed to the camp. Gathered all my remaining strength, jumped up, and followed her. At first I considered grabbing her arm, but then realized it might not be such a good idea after everything that had happened today. Hold on. I trudged energetically along next to her. Let's talk this over.
Is there anything to discuss?
We silently walked alongside each other for some time. At least she walked slowly so that I had no trouble keeping pace with her, and I was thankful for it. Hey, is there anything I can do to convince you to not tell Olga Dmitrievna?
Not sure, but well, there is one thing.
Came to the square. Oh boy. So what is it?
Well, stop chasing Lena, for instance.
For God's sake, what makes her think I'm chasing Lena? Started to lose my temper. Why are you making up such nonsense? You started that quarrel in the forest because of you we had to go to that island, and here we go again. Enough is enough. I'm not chasing her. I'm not chasing her. Oh shit. Oh no. I don't like that. Oh, she looks like she's about to murder me. Which is the perfect time to leave off at. I'll just leave this for the next episode's thumbnail because I know that we're gonna run out of thumbnails eventually. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oops, I accidentally got the mouse in the picture. Like, oh no, I don't want the mouse in the picture. I'll just leave it off here then and save this for next time. So with that being said, if you guys enjoy this or would like to see more of this game, leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, and ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely.